Hi all. I know I should have had this adjusted already. I'm sorry. I didn't really get the idea until I had already started it rolling. All right, so here is the update on what's going. First off, the last live stream I gave you and the last update was Friday, the 18th. So I had told you I wasn't quite sure what my weight was. But Saturday morning, I came in at 223.5. And so from the Sunday before, on the 13th, which marked day 20 of my 50,000 step challenge, I weighed 224.1. So for last week, I had actually lost 6 ounces total for the week, 6 ounces. And for my starting rate for this week, I started out yesterday at 223.0. Now, I had done a really ridiculous thing yesterday because there in the recent time past, just a couple weeks ago, there was a couple times I ate a party pizza, and the next day, like I had lost a pound or two, So I guess more or less that kind of got stuck on my brain that okay, I can eat, and But the thing is, I had to go on an extended rest because of personal issues the week before, and then last Monday, I came close to having a heat stroke, and I ended up having to take a really good rest during last week. So in reality, I had allowed my metabolism to slow down a little bit. But last night, I had some chicken nuggets, onion rings, and french fries. And it was around 8 o'clock, which was stupid. So my 223.0 for Sunday turned into 223.9 today. 9 ounces up, just the same as 1 pound gain, just the same as. And honestly, I gave myself a lecture in the mirror this morning. I mean, I really grounded out with myself. I looked myself dead in the eye and told myself off. So, I know if anybody else scolds me, I take that personally and I change for them. We'll see how it done for me to do it to myself if I worked on myself. Because, we're supposed to discipline ourselves. We're supposed to. We're supposed to keep ourselves in check. And that would include taking care of this temple that belongs to the Holy Spirit. Or, the body that we dwell in. We have to take care of it because we have to live in it, We have to live in this. And if we don't take care of it, then we suffer. We suffer from osteoporosis and joint pain and messed up nerves and slipped discs and headaches and the list goes on and on and on and on and on if we don't take care of ourselves, and that includes eating. So, I have got to stick to my guns, make sure I eat a balanced meal and do not eat after 6. So for my first meal for the day, and it was after 11 when I ate, I had a whole bagel with cream cheese and Greek yogurt and a full to the top iced coffee instead of just 10 ounces or 12 ounces. So, But in all considering, and I give God the glory for this, because I had to take days off because of personal reasons, and then having to recuperate from a near heat stroke last week. Me just being around 223 something isn't bad at all. Even though the lowest rate I had seen was 220.9 this month, 3 pounds up, considering that I had to just the same as take 2 weeks off, isn't bad at all. But that also tells me that my body has slowed down in the metabolism that I had started building up. And I don't want to start gaining it back. So, yeah, I definitely have to keep that in check. I've got to keep that in check. You know, the saying goes, you cannot out exercise your eating and lose weight. And that is so true. I have tried to take up walking before and not lose anything but continue gaining because I wasn't eating the right amount. I was eating too much too often. But when I do it right, when I make sure that I eat the right amount within the proper timing, within my hunger, and not overdo it, and I walk, I build the metabolism through walking. That is the great thing. I do build metabolism. I do build metabolism through walking. I always did. And even now that I'm 53 years old, I still get a stronger metabolism by walking. So I combine the eating with the walking, and it is sure that I lose the weight. So I chewed myself out basically for continuing to eat in the late evenings when I know not to, needing to remind myself to make sure not to. And so I have already proved that I can lose this weight. I've proved it. It is coming off like butter. So I don't want to throw it in reverse. I am well on my way down the slope. I do not want to go in reverse. And the great news is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 31. I've still got 42 days to go. I've still got 42 days to go to be 200 pounds. So I think, yeah. I went back to strength training. I strength trained this morning, but once again, because I had to take the break that I did, because I had just added 5 count to my push-ups and my planks. Just had added 5 count on the last day that I had strength trained. And so I had to go back to doing 10 count, and I'm going to do 10 count all this week. And then next week I'm going to add the 5. So it will be 15 count on my push-ups and planks starting next week, next Monday. But today I'm off to a good start, as you will see in tonight's video, because I am making a pre-recorded video for y'all tonight. And the reason why I'm doing that is I'm going to kind of like give my afterthought, and I'm wanting to make sure to give you a screenshot of how many steps I did. But I believe that today I have done a great start, seeing that I'm back on the roll once again for walking. I had my break, and I think 2 weeks is long enough. So it's time to just get back on the ball. I have got some clothes that I am wanting to wear by the end of next month. Matter of fact, I'm expecting to get to go down to Houston around the Memorial weekend and through the week. So that means I get to go see the Galveston Beach and everything. And I have got some clothes that I want to be able to wear while I'm there. And as it goes right now in my current weight and size, I can't fit into them. So I am looking to be able to fit into them. So that's one of my goals. The other goal, of course, is for as I lose the weight and I continue to walk and I get stronger, that there will be less pain in my knees, and I'll be able to walk a lot easier and everything. And that's pretty well the biggest thing about me losing this weight. Not to mention because I do have very, very, very nice clothes. Some still has tags on them. And so, and others I've only got to wear like once or twice. So, I've got my goals, and yeah. So I feel that I am off to a great start today. I'm back on the horse, and or as they say, back in the saddle. And I don't see anything holding me up in the future. I have already derived the plan to like split my day up so that in the morning I do so many steps and in the evening I do so many steps. And then, like, and I am expecting every week to increase that just a little, but not too much, because I'm going to have to be smart and outdo the Texas heat. That's the biggest issue right now. If I was to try to do an all-day walk like what I done last Monday, I'll be right back into the position that I was last week, having to rest, and I'm not going to go through that again. So I'm just going to have to split my days up, and it'll work out great. Good old water, 40 ounce. So anyway, that pretty well covers today. Tonight in the in tonight in the post video, in the post recorded, or in the pre-recorded video, I will give you my total steps and how I feel, and I look for today to have a great outcome. I look for today to have a great outcome. And losing 6 ounces is awesome. Losing 6 ounces is awesome. The Saturday before last Saturday, I had gained 8 ounces throughout the week, but that was because of personal issues. But this time I lost 6 ounces for last week. Anyway, it should end up being a very good outcome. Should end up being a great outcome for Saturday. So anyway, I'm very optimistic about it. So that's pretty well it for now. And I will see you tonight in the pre-recorded video. And I hope that you have an awesome rest of the day.